May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day. Today on Top 10 Comic Book Covers, I'm bringing you some Star Wars goodness. Stay tuned, comic book fans. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0 and fans. I'm your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions of what comic books to buy. And guys, welcome to another special edition of Top 10 Comic Book Covers. This is the video series where you, the fans, get to vote on which is your favorite comic book cover based off of the top 10 I provide for you. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the original Marvel Comics Star Wars series. It's going to be awesome. I went through 107 of these issues to find out which one of these were my top 10 favorite. And by the time we get to the end of the video, you guys will vote. Now, before we get into this top 10 video, I must announce last week's winner of the Black Cat versus Catwoman covers. And that one wound up going to Catwoman issue 15, that Michelle Pfeiffer variant done by Artgerm. So congratulations. All right, so let's kick off this May the 4th with these top 10 comic book covers, starting with number 10. And number 10, it goes to Star Wars. This is issue 88. Check out this cover here. It looks like Princess Leia is doing battle against a cyborg Darth Vader that looks like a female. And I was like, wow, this is cool. Now, I read some of these books when I was a kid, but never read this series entirety. But this was an interesting looking cover because this cover makes me want to read this issue. It says that Darth Vader is dead, and it says, long live the new Dark Lord. Who is this female Darth Vader? And she's firing this ray beam at Princess Leia. I'm like, man, I gotta read this book. I gotta see what this one was about. I love the cloak. I love the Darth Vader-like mask. I was just curious by this book. So that's why this one made number 10. And if this one is your favorite, please, guys, put it in the comment section below. I want to know. All right, coming in at number 9, this one goes to Star Wars issue 40. This is the Empire Strikes Back cover that takes place on Hoth. And this one is pretty cool as you get to see the AT-ATs or AT-ATs, whatever you want to call them, on the battlefield of Hoth, shooting at Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker's snow speeder has obviously crashed. He's got his lightsaber ready to do battle against these big walkers, right? Very menacing. This was pretty cool. I was like, but it's not my favorite because I felt like the artwork was a little bit off on it. The legs looked a little skinny, but nevertheless, it's still cool. It's still nostalgic, and I really enjoyed this particular cover. So if this one is your favorite, fans, you know what you got to do. You got to vote in that comment section below. All right, next, coming in at number 8, this one goes to Star Wars issue 15. This one is pretty cool because this battle takes place in space. And I'm not sure, but it looks like Han Solo is on the outside of a Star Destroyer, and he's doing battle against, I don't know what kind of troops he's doing battle against, but it's kind of weird. But I love like the breathing apparatus that he's using to fight these creatures or whatnot. And I love the detail that goes into the space and just the ray beams firing outside and whatnot. I thought this one was cool. It caught my eye, something a little bit different. So if this one is your favorite, go ahead and vote. All right, next, coming in at number 7. This one is cool. This is another space one, but it has the Millennium Falcon on it, and it's escaping some, I don't know, some space station. Now, it's not the Death Star, but it is escaping some kind of space station, and it has Darth Vader on the cover, and it says, "You escaped the wheel, rebels, but you now must face the wrath of Darth Vader." And he's got his sword in his hand, and you just see that hologram or whatever, that picture faded in the background. I thought it was cool, man. It says "Flight into Fury." So pretty cool. I like it. If this one is your favorite, go ahead and vote in the comments section below. All right, next, coming in at number 6. This one has another cover with Darth Vader and Princess Leia on it, and this is Star Wars issue 48. This is Leia versus Vader, the third law. And it's pretty cool because you get to see Darth Vader, how menacing he looks against Princess Leia, and she's firing her blaster at him, and he's got his lightsaber in his hand, and he's blocking it with his hand and whatnot, and it's being deflected out, and it just looks like Leia is being overwhelmed by Vader, and we get to see someone lying, looks like dead on the floor, and R2 is next to her. I like this battle scene. I like this cover, and if this one is your favorite, fans, you gotta vote. All right, moving into the top 5 now. We have Star Wars issue 68. This one is cool, and there's not that many covers here that have Boba Fett in it. So I had to show one that had Boba Fett, right? So this one has Boba Fett. He's firing at you, at the reader, and you get to see some of the supporting cast members of the Star Wars universe. You have Princess Leia on there. You have some of the stormtroopers in there and whatnot. So I thought this was a pretty good drawing of Boba Fett, especially at this time. The coloring is right and whatnot, so it looks really cool. So if this one is your favorite, fans, you know what you got to do. You got to vote. All right, next, coming in at number 4. This one goes to Star Wars issue 80. I actually have this book in my personal collection, and I thought Darth Vader looks pretty realistic in this particular issue. And it looks like Luke Skywalker has gotten severely beaten by Darth Vader here, and there's some kind of female holding Luke Skywalker. I'm not sure who she is, if she's wearing a suit, if she's some cyborg, or whatever the case may be, but she's caressing him, and it's very interesting cover. Makes you want to read the book, and you're like, wow, what's Darth Vader up to this time? Darth Vader's spot on. I think he looks really good here. And if this one is your favorite, go ahead and vote. All right, next, coming in at number 3. All right, this one goes to Star Wars issue 77. Another book that has to do with Luke Skywalker on there. He's got the green lightsaber. And it looks like in this issue, he's being overwhelmed by some kind of creature, some kind of beast. His suit is all torn up, and it just doesn't look like he knows what to do against this monster. But he's going to go into battle. That's what it looks like. So, and I kind of like how the book features these two characters, and especially this menacing beast. If you look at the outlines, the lines that lead up into the monster, really makes you focus on him. So I like this one, and if this one is your favorite, go ahead and vote. All right, next, coming in at number 2, this one goes to Star Wars issue 65. This is a much different cover of Leia on here than in the previous one I showed you. She looks like she's ready for battle. She's ready to take on action here. And this one says, Goliath never forgets. Luke Skywalker stands trial for treason, and Leia fights alone. So you get to see her kind of hiding behind, getting ready to fire at some kind of troops or whatnot. I love the detail that goes into her actual outfit, how it's wrinkled and whatnot. Her facial expression as she's looking around the corner. Blaster looks cool. This one was a really nice looking cover. And if this one is your favorite, go ahead and vote. All right, next, fans. Last but not least, but number 1 on the list, this one goes to Star Wars issue 71. This one is badass. You got Luke Skywalker next to Lando, and they're protecting the carbonite that Han Solo is kept in. And it says, the quest for Han Solo, it ends here. And it's just awesome how Lando is kind of ducking under his cape, and he's got his blaster. Luke's got his lightsaber in there, and they're being fired upon, and they're trying to protect Han Solo at the same time, even though he's in the carbonite. I love this cover. This one just really stood out to me. Love the characters' facial expressions and whatnot. Really bright looking cover as well. So this one is my favorite, and if it's yours, guys, you know what you have to do by this time. You have to vote in those comment sections below. All right, guys, so there you have it. There are the top 10. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and it celebrates May the 4th appropriately for top 10 comic book covers. So guys, make sure you vote, and if you like any of my other content, I'm going to leave it right here for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, and if you want to become a member, just hit that join button. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Mike Spider signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.